Welcome my beautiful friends to another Airdrops video, and today we've got some huge updates. In the previous 10 hours I've shown you all of the new updates about the Aster airdrop, but today I've got some even better info for people that are farming the other airdrops that we got, like I am doing. We got Lighter, we got Pacifica Extended Ajax, and right now I'm adding to the list two more airdrops that I think are very crucial to farm right now, which is Based and Hyperliquid. The link for all of these will be on my airdrop Excel guide, as well as the link in the description. These are the ones that I think are very solid opportunities, and let me show you exactly why I think right now is the best time to farm them, while Aster is taking most of the volume out of the market. So Aster is doing their snapshot. They have taken about 120 million in volume off the market. So this is a very big positive thing because we can farm without a lot of eyes on top of us. And right now I want to show you some updates about all of these very solid opportunities, talk a little bit what I am doing and what my plan is. So as we can see on DeFi Llama, Aster has been removed, which is a very positive thing in general, I would say. But as we can see, Lighter, Hyperliquid, Ajax, Paradex, Pacifica, all of these that we are farming, and as well as Apex Protocol, Extended, and Avantis, don't do a tremendously amount of volume compared to what Aster has been doing. And because they're going to tokenize later on, we can expect their price to be very good, and they could potentially capture a big percentage of the perpetual volume out of other protocols. And what we want is to bet on winners, because a lot of people are going here and are searching for perpetuals. Some of them have tokens, others don't have tokens. Some of them pump for a little and then dump down. We're betting on winners. We're betting on projects that are solid and will be here for a long time. They're not a pump and dump, and that's exactly what I have done for you and for myself. So these are the perpetuals that are worth farming. Nothing else in my eyes is worth farming except these perpetuals. And all of these perpetuals that I have on the list are above the top 15 perpetuals. They're in the top 15 perpetuals, and I'm heavily excluding Aiden, GRVT, Raya, Jupiter, Orderly, and Tark. All of the others I think are very solid opportunities right now. I'm focusing on them. I put some, more importance on specific ones, but let's cover what is happening. In my link down below in the description, I show you the strategy that I use to farm these perpetuals, every single one of them. So if you're interested in starting that journey, I think the best video to watch is that one. But let's go on with the updates. The Ape season launches literally today. And hopefully you've seen my previous videos on the topic and you have done some trades on the Apex protocol. Okay, I have done so many videos about Apex. Let me search here Apex on my channel just to prove the point. Okay, I want to prove the point. Apex. Enter. 1 video, 2, 3, 4. Literally, I've made so many videos about Apex to tell you that it's time to farm it because you are getting the early boost. But even if you don't have the early boost, they start a 3-month campaign for Ape points. Okay, so what you got to understand is that the first thing you want to do is bridge over to Mantle Network on a wallet that you have used with any of the other perpetuals, and you want to deposit through the Mantle Network. Okay, so the link for Apex Omni, where we have a team, will be down below in the description. Okay, so the link for this is down below in the description. You can join our team and we can work as a team for this airdrop. I'm going to be pushing volume later on, and I think it's going to be insane. They're already doing buybacks of their token. Their token is at a quite good value. They're doing also a lot of volume. It's like 1.3 billion every single day, which is in my eyes very powerful. In terms of fees, they are not taking a lot of fees in. They're making about 200,000 every single day, but on monthly revenue, etc., it's like $1 million, $1.5 million, something like that. So they're very early into their campaign, and I think it's going to be quite worth it. So let me show you exactly what happens with Apex Omni. In order to not waste the time of anyone, I'm going to tell you in just a little bit later on the video. But this is the price action of the token. It's quite alive in the past month. It has done a very big pump, and these buybacks will sustain its price. I firmly expect, at least. So yeah, the Apex campaign is beginning. Join our team if you're interested in farming it. Also, Based has a very big campaign. Their season 2 campaign is beginning right now. And this is one of the campaigns that I'm looking at heavily. And I think this is going to be a tremendous opportunity. It's beginning today, and we're going to be getting epochs. And each epoch lasts 3 days. If you do spot trading on specific pairs, you get 50% boost or even 2% boost on hyper EVM pairs that are happening through upheaval, like PUP and UPHL tokens. Also, if you're a PUP holder, which is a meme coin on hyper EVM, you also get points. And there are a lot of things happening. So they've got a new season that gives points every single day. And they give a lot of XP points in my eyes. So I think season 2 is very, very important. And I'm going to be farming the Based season 2 very heavily. They're also going to introduce this kind of NFTs. They're also bringing a hype card where you can do payments with a Based card. This also seems quite amazing. And they're also preparing for TGE. This is very, very important because they are going to be gathering money to support a huge TG campaign and launch their token. And the thing is that it's very important, and it's, not a lot of people understand, is that any volume you push on Based platform, let me open it up to show you, is also being pushed on top of Hyperliquid. So you don't really farm only Based, you also farm Hyperliquid at the same time. And one thing that I like about Based is that they've got a launchpad. Let me show you the launchpad. It's here that says airdrop. And they launch tokens through the launchpad. So if you've got a lot of XP points, you are getting free airdrops, essentially, through the protocols that launch on Based. I will of course make a dedicated video about Based and Hyperliquid, but that's the idea. You use Based and you farm also Hyperliquid on the backend, which is very powerful. But you have to create an account on Hyperliquid, of course log in your wallet. I give you the link for Based and Hyperliquid down below. Affiliate links, you support the channel if you click them. But all of the volume you do here could give you multiple airdrops, could give you the Based airdrop and the Hyperliquid airdrop. So that's an insane opportunity. I've already made a video in the past talking about this, I think, where was it? Let me see. I think it was somewhere here. Let me check. So it was this road to $10,000 with the Hyperliquid airdrop season 2. This is such an underappreciated video, in all honesty. So yeah, this is something that I'm heavily looking at. I really like how their new campaign is lasting every 3 days. They're opening up with NFTs, bringing their own payments card, incentivizing spot usage, which support the 2 tokens launched from, teams that are, helpful to them. So I think there is a very big opportunity, especially if you want to trade these kind of pairs. There are a lot of fees associated with these. But in general, it's a very big and important step. And they're also heavily talking about TGE, which is very, very powerful. If they started talking about TGE, it's probably happening quite soon. I think in a month, maybe in a 2 at most. And if we couple also the points that we get for Hyperliquid, it's pretty much a risk-free farm. You just pay a little bit more in fees compared to Hyperliquid. Also, we got a new XP season from Paradex. Now, I was very happy to use Paradex. I tried to farm their season. I'm a little bit bearish on them. They've got a lot of issues in terms of developing. They got a lot of attacks. They distribute quite a lot of points for so many weeks. They're having a season 2 that lasts over 7 or 8 months. Their Vault's APR is going down, and they got a liquidity crisis happening pretty soon, in my eyes. So I really don't know what we're going to do about this Hyperliquid thingy. I really don't know. I'm very bearish on it. I have made some points. I feel like my points are really not enough, especially when you see the differences and the competition that has millions of points and me only having 40 points. I don't feel very positive about it. There are not a lot of farmers, but in my eyes, I really don't want to take the risk right now with Paradex. Hopefully I was saying Paradex all this time, especially given that you've been doing these campaigns for such a long time. I think it's not a very solid opportunity in general. If you want to farm it, that's fine, but in my eyes, there are better opportunities like Extended, which I'm heavily farming, Ajax, Pacifica. I think these ones are a lot more solid compared to Paradex. Also, people have been talking about Avantis. Avantis is a very good platform backed by Coinbase. Their volume is starting to picking up and season 3 points are finally alive, which is very important. But I got to be honest with you, they're not going to be distributing a lot of funds. They're going to be distributing like 40 million in terms of dollar value for their airdrop. And it doesn't really incentivize me to trade on it. I have put some funds on the junior vaults, even though the profitability here has been dropping considerably. I really just don't find Avantis like a good profitable trade to do. It's a little bit like Apex, which has a very good campaign, and a campaign that I really like I've told you, being a new user, you get multipliers, you've got these dedicated campaign rewards for the new users, so you get a guaranteed returns on your trading, which I'm heavily looking at. Like I'm going to be targeting like 1 million of volume, maybe 100,000 when their campaign goes live as well. But in general, I'm not very big on it. I don't really think it's going to be an insane airdrop. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, but yeah, I'm not really pushing volume in any of these two right now. I'm not pushing volume in Avantis. I'm not pushing volume in Apex. I will be pushing volume in Apex, but Avantis probably before next year. If they don't have like an XP boosted season, I'm probably not touching it. And I want to be very transparent with you. Because as I've told you, in my eyes, there are better opportunities, less overfarmed opportunities that I think are quite solid. So I want to focus there because I believe the returns are a lot better.